Hello, Lee. Hello, Aurora. Karen. Lee again. Aurora. Uh, while we're waiting for everyone to come in, I want to tell you some positive news. So, we covered Terry Bass yesterday. Since we've covered it, bearing in mind the family come in and they said they was getting no media attention, nothing. Since then, the media has put out a video on Terry Bass. Also, the local police station, the local police department, has also put out a statement on Facebook regarding Terry Bass's case. So, yesterday's live, guys, helped. So, I just want to point that out. Also, to all the members that support the channel, I have to give a massive thank you because you're making things possible that I can't do on my own. To everybody like Karen, who's at near enough every single live, thank you. For those of you that hit the like, thank you. For those of you who share, thank you. Yesterday's live, in my eyes, was a massive success because of what it generated. Oh, a fucking fly on my screen. I've got to be careful because it's touch screen. Yeah, so yesterday, in my eyes, was a massive success regarding getting the media involved, the police department putting out a statement on Facebook regarding the case, and giving the family some hope that people are listening. People do want to help because also Jinx is getting some flyers out to them. I'm not sure what's going on there. I've left her completely in charge of it because too many cooks spoil the broth. So, yeah. But today's live is not about Terry. We're not going to forget Terry. We will cover her in future. We will have the family on again if they want to. Today's live is about this young lady. This young lady is Layla Santanello. I hope I pronounced that right. And so this has got a lot of spelling mistakes in. So bear with me. Missing persons, Layla Santanello, 20 years old, 135 pounds, apologies, 4 foot, 10 inches tall, brown eyes, blonde hair with dark roots, tattoo left side arm, dream catcher, right forearm, Nova Grace, left collarbone, and then it's Roman numerals. She was last seen June 26th, Kingsport, Tennessee. An endangered young adult in accordance with the Holly Bobo Act has been issued on behalf of Kingsport Police Department. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Layla, contact Kingsport PD on 423 343 9780. Okay. We have flyers that I will post in a post after the live, so you guys can share them to social media and things like that as we do. This is one flyer. Here's another. I'll just read this one out because this one might be more accurate or more information. So, last seen June 27, 2023 at Marble Slab in Kingsport, Tennessee. 21 years old, female, 4 foot 10, 115 pounds, dyed blonde hair, brown roots, brown eyes, white tank top, black leggings, no shoes. So she didn't have any shoes on when she was seen. Multiple tattoos, including Roman numerals on her collarbone and Nova Grace written on her left forearm. see photos, and there you can see you've got the photos. Authorities have been able to track Layla from the AmeriCourt Hotel down the Greenbelt and to Marble Slab. Layla had told a woman near Marble Slab that she was going to Five Below to buy flip-flops, but did not make it there. Again, Kingsport Police Department, 423-229-9429 if you have any information regarding Layla's whereabouts. We have got, because this family have got a, what are they called? A link tree. So on there is everything that you need to know about the case. We're going to go through that, and we're going to look at all the things that are in there. Arctic True Crime, have you shared there or asked to share? I don't know what you mean, Arctic True Crime. If you can go into a bit more details on that. Oh, God. So, we're just going to share the entire screen. Does she have a boyfriend? We're going to go into that, Karen, because it's a very, very, there's a lot to go over. Discord. So here is my thread for Layla, Santanello. On here we've got, oh, this is the private investigator who's on the case. So this is his website. It's listed in the link tree. I will put the link tree in the post with the flyers. So here's where you can make inquiries and tips and things like that. You got client reviews, cases, all the things that you need to know about this private investigator. It says here, these are some of the cases we have ongoing and resolved. And then you got all the cases. So we actually worked with Sebastian Rogers, Angel Klein. Now, see this one here, Holleen Snap. We're going to be covering this one tomorrow because the families believe the cases might actually be linked. I haven't seen anything regarding that from law enforcement, but they are in the same area. These girls are the same build and same circumstances. Oh, there's a case I haven't seen in a long time. Brian Vladek Hassel. Here's Layla. Now, I have reached out to this private investigator to ask him to come on and to talk about, you know, this is client reviews. So, yeah, I have reached out to him and asked him if he'd like to come on. I haven't heard back as of yet, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. So that is the private investigator's website. Anybody who follows the Sebastian Rogers case will know that it's SF Investigates. Oh, hold up. Oh, I'm so sorry about this, guys. So I'm going to jump back onto the website for you and give you a little scroll down. Sorry about that. I forgot to. Yeah, 1 second. Let me get this poster off as well. Sorry about that. God bless Aurora's in the chat. Let me see if Cindy had said anything about that Arctic true crime. So good to see everyone. Sup, Frank? Are you on about Arctic Fox, Cindy Lynn? Lean, sorry. If you are, he's not a good person. Yeah, he's done some very shady things, but each to their own. Okay, so we're going to go back over this website. Here's the website. You can make here, you can make your, what's it called? Make your inquiries. Yeah. All the things you want to do. And then I clicked on cases. And all the cases that he's helped with over the years that he's been an investigator. This was the one that I was talking about, Helene Snap. Yeah. We'll be covering this one tomorrow. Hopefully we get it some attention. Vladik, I remember that case. And there's today's case. Okay. So we'll knock that off. So let's just go through these. So this is the last communications with Mom. It says, this is from Layla. I'm okay. Thank God. I'm fine, Mom. Why the hell did he think you were in jail for? I don't know. I've been with a friend. I don't have a phone to text or call. I'm using someone else's. Okay, I love you. I love you so much more. Yeah. And then here are some. This was how they communicated with the boyfriend. We're going to go over this in a bit. So, boyfriend was sending cash app requests for money, and they were sending $1 every time, and they was asking questions and trying to communicate, but communications fell short. Here are one of the requests for. Yeah, look, it was Layla's cash app, and $95 for 15 minutes, or you'll find. Oh, so they want the money in 15 minutes, or you'll find her in pieces. And let's, because I didn't read the message on the other one. Is Layla alive? That was when, because they were sending $1, $1. Here is boyfriend. Boyfriend was done for fraud due to the WhatsApp. So this is the boyfriend, and he was done for fraud. Yeah, everything looks all right there. Delulu, welcome. Bad actors, Paulie. Got to be better than Betty. Well, you guys share me out, and I can be better than them all. So this is boyfriend. He's now currently in jail, as far as I believe. And that is for unrelated to a disappearance, but he was using her cash app to communicate with the family. We're going to go over an article on that in a bit. Here's Layla. This is them together. And that's him. And that's where they live. So that's it. On to the next part. Oh, see, this family, they're doing loads. Look. So they're not just, you know, helping find their own daughter. They're also trying to find other missing people, and they're also supporting people with addiction and things like that. So, as you can see, each year, 4 million youth experience homelessness in the United States, and almost half of them experience it more than once. Who is at risk? The reason behind youth homelessness are often the result of combination of factors never by choice. The demographics most at risk are LGBT youth, pregnant or parenting youth, youth of colours. 39 to 70% of youth abuse drugs. Sorry, substance use is in this population has been reported as 2 to 3 times higher than found amongst non-homeless young adults. One in five youth, 1 in 5 runaway and homeless youth are a victim of human trafficking, inclusive of sex or labour trafficking. So there is that. Da, 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 da. What's this? This is something. I believe, I could be wrong, but this might be SF's Facebook. Yes, it is, yeah. Now, Facebook's not very good on this laptop because it's a terrible app. As you can see, look, it's flashing, it's trying. It's trying. So here's the investigator. He has Twitter and things like that. Steve Fisher. Let's have a quick scroll down. So these are cases that he worked. I found John deceased. I am heartbroken. Oh, so he found him. Drone missions. So he does drone missions. This one is important for tomorrow's case. You'll see why tomorrow. But yeah, that's the private investigator. I have messaged him to say that I'm a fan of his work because I do know who he is. And that basically, I'd like for him to come on. I mean, imagine a private investigator coming on, and we can ask him all sorts of questions. Now, this is the fantastic link tree that I was telling you guys about. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, SF investigates Cinderlin line. Sorry, lean. Sorry. Except, so on here, there's a fundraiser. There's articles on news, part 1 and 2. Oh no, this is actually a podcast. So there's a podcast on it. I believe this. It doesn't say. Silver Lining. That's who it is. But yeah, you can go and listen to this. Here you are. Here are things. Crime Scene Collective. Okay, so this is a GoFundMe. So they've got a GoFundMe set up. So you can click on that if you want to donate. But sharing it, if you can't donate, share it. And this goes to all the costs of searches and things like that. They're having regular donations by the looks of it. But if we can help them, and you guys want to get something set up, we will do something if you want, and I'll get my PayPal on screen, and whatever's donated into the PayPal, we will donate straight to the GoFundMe if you want. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. That's up to you guys. So Amazon. Here they've got an Amazon wish list, so you can, you don't feel. Some people don't feel comfortable donating money, so you can buy them. There's multi-purpose paper here, jet printers, gloves, and then you've got equipment that they might need for. As you can see, these are either banned in the UK or have already been bought. First aid kits. There's all sorts of things. Solar charge power. So they've got chargers while they're out. Suits. They've got suits here. I'm not sure what kind of suit that is, but and they've got rain suits, so in case the rain comes down. Sunscreen for walkers. First aid spray. The magic stuff. So in case anybody gets hurt while out in the searches, backpacks for searchers. Someone brought them a drone by the looks of it, and a GoPro camera. Oh no, there's a GoPro camera. See, I was having a look at this earlier, so I know what some of the things are. Paper, I'm guessing, is for flyers and for maps for the searches. And then you've got all these things that, they just help with the searches. It's one less cost for the families because there isn't a fund for these things. LE might do their searches, which is great, but, there's only so much. Now, I'm going to try this, but it wasn't working for me earlier. No, see, it isn't available. Okay, we tried, guys. And as you can see, they've also got Holleen on here. Yeah. Oh, this is her fundraiser. So they've raised 1,429 donations. Here's all the stuff about her. Remember, if you can't afford to donate something, click on it, share it. Someone might be able to help that you know. Okay, here's another group. So, there we go. So the reward's now $8,000. Oh, got a request in here. It's a private group, so it won't let me in. But yeah, I know that's run by the family, so that's an official one. What is this? Oh, YouTube. It's a podcast for you to watch if you want to watch it. That looks like another podcast. And they've also, I'm guessing these are Okay, so it's asking for donations, but let's see what it is. Donate to Fire Leaves Cameron's Homeless. So I'm guessing them supporting the homeless, to prevent it happening, it would be my guess. Oh no, this is actually a family's become homeless by looks of it due to a fire. And this is what I'm saying. They're not just, helping Layla. You can donate to them through PayPal and Venmo. The mom's is there. And then official missing links. Now, this one is the one I wanted just to look at. Man arresting for posing as missing woman who disappeared in June. There we go. If anyone has any information pertaining to the disappearance of Layla Santanello, they should call 423 343 9780 or 1-800 TBI find. A Tennessee man has been arrested for posing as a missing woman, Layla Santanello, who disappeared last year. Police say Michael David. Hold up, let me get a drink. Michael David Thompson, 21, who indicated on February 14th, I was indicted, on February 14th, 2024, by the Sullivan County Grand Jury for identity theft, theft of under $1,000, illegal possession or fraudulent use of credit debit card, and extortion based on evidence collected throughout the investigation of Santanello disappearance. Police, in a press release, let me see if I can get this press release up. There we go. Here is the police report. General narrative. On February 14th, Michael David Thompson was indicted by Sullivan County Grand Jury for identity theft of under $1,000. Well, we know all this now. Evidence collected suggests that Thompson posed as Layla and sent cash app requests to several family members and friends after she was reported missing. On March 4th, 2024, Kingsport police officers located and arrested Thompson for the warrant. Thompson was taken to Sullivan County Jail, where he was booked in for the charges. Thompson's bond was set at $15,000. There is no evidence to support that Thompson had any involvement in the disappearance. Says I got a message. I don't know what that's about. Oh, okay. It's the website's bot. Okay. On Monday, Thompson was arrested and booked and charged on the charges. Kingsport police officers said that Thompson to Santanello and sent cash out requests to several family members and friends. Not sure what that is. Deb's just popped up on the screen then. Cops said that all this time there was no evidence to support Thompson had any involvement in the disappearance. Thompson is currently in jail on bond. Bond was set at $15,000. It is unknown if Thompson entered a plea or obtained legal representation. Inside Edition has reached out to the Sullivan County Court for more information, but has not heard back. Santanello, 20, has been missing since June 2023. She was last seen June 27th, 2023, at approximately 6:15 a.m. in a field next to a Mary Court, according to the Times News. If anyone has any information pertaining to her disappearance, we've gone over that, and I'm going to get that up on screen anyway for you in a minute. Related stories, we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, we're at the end of the article. Okay. Right, let me just check the chat with you guys. Make sure everyone's behavioring. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Kid music. Welcome. Let's go up a bit. Mrs. P's here. The live is saved. What's happened to Junior Johnson? Can't see he said anything. I'm sick today. I took a COVID test and it said negative. All right, I hope you're all right. Yeah, yeah, he really was, weren't he? It's sad because, like, let me turn this off for a second because it just messes with your head, don't he? It's sad because, like, he's a professional. Do you know what I mean? And you got idiots like Nick the Hat trying to drag him in. Yeah, you're right. He might not want to do YouTube though. But I did say that when I messaged him. Like, I understand if you don't want to. Junior Johnson, I hope you feel better soon. Mrs. P, thank you for coming and saving the live. Da, da, da. Oh, it's summer cold going around. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I'm stealing that next time I'm late for work. Da, 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 da. Sweet Layla, she needs to be found. TBI seems to get the hardest cases to solve. I might go to the emergency room. Will you make sure that you are, on the mend? Get yourself on the mend. Don't worry about me. Uh, the lives will be there for you when you're better. Switch on the lights. Frank gets cracking. Ooh. Wasn't that her boyfriend? Yes, that was a boyfriend. He texted her mom multiple times asking for ransom. Yeah, it was on Cash App. He did that. Well, you know, I don't know. Like, I'm not in with the investigators, so I don't know. But I do know that they did contact the family, and they did say, "We know what's happened. We're just piecing it together." So there is that. Again, our kid music. Welcome. Yeah. Du-du-du-du. Yeah, Mustang's got a channel starting up. I'm not sure when she's going to go live first or whatnot, but give her a subscribe. And he and his friends were in the woods at the hotel. She was like, no, she went into the woods and an older gentleman. That's why they think the cases are linked because an older gentleman. Yeah, I've got all the information. I've been through it 3 or 4 times. He wasn't. He was showing signs of distress and things like that. Um, it's believed that the man worked at the warehouse as well, Miss P. That he's actually like bordering the woods. Where was I? Back to share screen. So that's the link tree. These are all the things that I've just gone through. Join our community, mental health. Okay, so I've got this article. This explains a bit. What's this? Trust the Times News. Okay. Bit risky there. So here is the link between two cases. They ran in the same social circles. I hate it when these things play up. Because they overlap everything. You see that look? See how it's overlapping? All about money to these guys, that's why. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, consent. Okay, so there's no information on this page. So, what is this? Literally nothing. So, Kingsport family, the families of Layla Santanello and Helene Snap, 19, said the missing woman women ran in the same social circles and known each other. But then there's nothing. Look, what's that about? Staff writer Cliff Hightower contributed to this report. Well, cheers, Chris Hightower. You read absolutely fuck all, mate. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this article. Am I supposed to like pretend to read it? Well, we've got some pictures of them at least. Here she is, look. This is Helene. This is her and her mom. I know, hard to tell which one's which. What is going on with this page? Ladies and gentlemen, Times News is absolutely terrible. What the hell? So it's just doing its own thing. Look, now it's blurred. So here's Holleen again. Now, Holleen is supposed to have the mental age of a 10-year-old, I believe. We'll double check that before tomorrow's live. Yeah, it is unresponsive. Well, that was probably the worst article ever. Laptop's frozen now, guys. We're having a so okay. There was an article. I had an article, and it was about the boyfriend, and it weren't that rubbish. It had like the details and everything, like the family. The family spoke. Well, that's that. That's that. I'm afraid. Um, Get that off the screen. It doesn't like Brits, you're right. I mean, I set this every look. Why is it on your screen? That's why. You know what I mean? Just so this is what is going on. Oh my lord! 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I've just been Miss P. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I am back. I don't know what happened. I restarted the laptop and everything's fine now. So, okay, I have reached out to Layla Santanello's mother and the Facebook group on the Facebook group as well to ask if she would like to come on and talk on behalf of her daughter. Now, she seems to like have everything going for herself, as in on social media and all that. So she might not want to, which I understand and we respect. Um, Frank Moister's here. Frank, check your DMs when you got 5 minutes free, please. There's some stuff in there for you. Well, there's a message in there, and I can put some stuff in there for you if you want to do that. But yeah, so that is a little overview of Layla's case. Boyfriend is in jail. Boyfriend, mom didn't believe for the longest time that he was involved. She actually felt sorry for him. FM. Oh, Frank Meister. Yeah, she actually felt sorry for him with what he was going through and everything. But things started to make sense uh, that he might actually be involved later on when the Cash App things come through. Uh, I don't know what Mustang's on about. I'm going to make it to Indiana. Okay, so I've reached out to the family. We're going to try and get them on. I know that broke her heart too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they were trying to support him, and everything like that with his addiction and whatnot. And boom, turned out to be a big kick in the teeth. Uh, I want to let everybody know, if you are a member, thank you. You are keeping the channel going. You are, you know, able to do things like we're able to do things like not just have the families on, but assist them where we can. Like I said, if you guys think, well, I don't know what you mean, Karen. I don't. What's this about? I don't know. So yeah, you keep the channel going regarding paying for the StreamYard and things like that. Also, donations that come through in PayPal. Here's the links to these, and in the coffee app. They help, with things like we're going to send some flyers out to um, Terry Terry Bass's family. They're going to be getting some flyers so they can distribute them out. Um, I've had long conversations with Terry Bass's families today. They are over the moon with yesterday's live and the coverage that they're now getting. Yeah, members link there. Mrs. P just dropped it. Um, so all this stuff, I'm not planning on getting rich off this channel. I literally just want to put out awareness, and at the end of the day, if we can assist people, we will. So the members, like, I appreciate you for keeping us going regarding StreamYard and that, and then people who donate via PayPal and things like that. I appreciate you guys because it goes a long way, trust me. And also to those that come every live and hit the like and share the live out, you guys are just as important because you're getting the live scene. Yeah. Yesterday we did something amazing where a family had been for 2 years running around on social media begging for attention for their family, and I saw it. I went live about it. They came, they watched, they joined the panel, and not only that, but they're now getting the attention they feel they deserve, which they do deserve. It just because you're an addict or a certain lifestyle, it doesn't mean you don't deserve to be found. So, regardless of what your lifestyle is, we will cover it. We will cover you. And okay, so I need to. Uh, all that said, yeah. However you support the channel, whether it's hitting the like and sharing out like crazy, or whether you donate a little bit or a lot, whatever it is you do, I want to thank you guys because it means a lot to the families. Like, I've got to reach out to Andy Wagner's stepmom and have her back on, purely because we had the Delphi, not the Delphi, the Coburger stuff going on at the time and things like that. It sort of killed that video, but I'm planning on having her on for a live, have her on a bit longer, and you guys can interact with her. Do you know what I mean? Becky. Who's Becky? I don't. Who's Becky? I don't understand who Becky is. Anyway, if you guys have got any cases that you want me to cover, my email is going across the bottom of the screen. Make sure you drop me an article or something along them lines where I can look the case up for you and then present it. And yeah, well, okay, yeah. Let's talk about big butts and that while we're covering a missing person. Great. So, yeah, yeah. Tomorrow's live will be scroll down. Helene. We'll be covering Helene's case and giving her some exposure. Like I said, I reached out to SF Investigates to see if he wants to come on. Give us as much information as he can. Obviously, we don't want to impede the investigation. We're not going to nag him. And talk about being a private investigator. What to look for? To look for a good one. Spelling mistakes in this, but this is the number to contact. Last seen June 26th, 2023, Kingsport, Tennessee. An endangered young adult, in accordance to the Holly Bobo Act, has been issued on behalf of Kingsport Police Department. If you have any information, contact Kingsport PD 423 343 9780. And then you got the NCIC number is M35 744025, TBI 1-800 TBI find. That is it from me. It's coming up to an hour, so I'll cut it dead there. To everyone on the replay, hit the like. Hit the like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Yeah, not every live's gonna be of interest to you, but keep your notifications on. There might be a missing person come up in your local area that you can assist with. Before we go, here are some pictures of Layla again, just to put out there. Where are all the pictures? I put loads of pictures on here. So this is Layla. Now their family's not happy about that picture, so I'll get this one off the screen. Layla again. Layla again. And these missing flyers, I will make a post, put them on the community wall for you guys to do what you do with them. They'll be, if you're in Discord, they are in the Layla Santanello hashtag. Hit the like, subscribe, share, help this family get answers that they deserve, need, and want. Right, I am going to bed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. I will see you guys in another. Oh, I will be in voices after if anybody wants to come in, discuss the case that we're covering or how you can help families and things like that, or just have a little bit of a chinwag. I will let you go. Mustang, if you are doing a live, let me know and I will post it on my community post for you. I am tired, so I'm going to lie in bed in voices. I will see you guys later.